What up, what up, what up? It's Bobby,
Richard.
and we're here. We're going to bring you episode 2 of the Pest Control Chronicles. And this one's going to come from Richard directly with an on-job experience. Bro, tell us about the time you had a rat attack.
So I was working with one of my coworkers, Tony the termite, and we were doing a crawl space clean out in Sebastopol, California. And so with the clean out, it requires of removing damaged and soiled insulation from within the crawl space, damaged vapor barrier, and other miscellaneous debris such as like plumbing material, electrical wiring and all that, and also cellulose debris. So in the middle of the cleanup, we got our whole PPE, suit, mask, goggles on, and we're tearing down insulation, and the insulation is absolutely destroyed.
There's just like feces and urine in it.
Urine. There's like carcasses of old rats and so on. And so the job overall is just kind of like disgusting. But so as I'm pulling the insulation down, about like 2 hours into it, I go ahead and pull one of the strips of insulation. And as I pull it down, all of a sudden I felt something thump against my chest. And I was like, what the hell? And of course, I'm looking up, laying on my back, pulling insulation. And so took the chance of looking down and see what hit my chest. And as I look down, there's about 5, 6, one full grown, and then 3 like juvenile, 3 or 4 juvenile rats.
Oh hell no!
And at first I was like, oh, they're dead.
No.
I'm just like, they're dead. And as I look down, they see me, I see them, and then instantly every single one went in all different directions. And my first thing was, what the beep? And I started cracking up, and my coworker Tony is like, what's up? What's going on? And I was like, dude, you won't believe me. He's like, what? I was like,
nah.
A family of rats just completely just dropped down on me.
No, dude. First of all, when you're in the crawl space, you don't even have a lot of room, you know?
No, average is about 16 inches from the floor to the joist.
16 to 20, you know, if you get 2 feet, you feel great, you know? So you're already either on your back or on your stomach. Like, you don't have a lot of room to get the hell out of there.
No.
And then anytime you see even just one rat when you're under there, it never gets easy. You're like, no.
You're always on high alert. You're definitely on high alert. And the moment I saw that they were all alive, I wanted to get out of there so quick.
Yeah.
I was like, yep, I'm done for today, but the job still needed to be done. Just kind of man through it.
And you changed your underwear outside?
If I was wearing it.
My guy.
But overall, yeah, we got the job done. Definitely was a crawl space that needed work to be done ASAP. It's been a few years, and the clients have been dealing with this rodent problem for a minute. And of course, like every time you show up on a job, especially if you're in the crawl space, something you kind of have to keep in mind is like you will encounter something along the lines of running into a rat or a mouse. But
possum, we've had possums under houses with us.
Try and see if there's like, some people will call and they're like, hey, we got a skunk under our house. And those are always a little more iffy because it's like,
remember that one in Sebastopol where when they opened the front door, it just smelled. It was like the smell just punched you right in the nose.
Yeah.
Dog, that was the worst.
Luckily, we were able to build a one-way door. So on its own free will, it was able to go out, scavenge for food. But once it went through that door closes shut, and it prevents them from trying to get in. Yeah. And of course, exclusions also are needed. That way there isn't any other risk of them re-entering into a house.
Dang.
But yeah, I mean, I swear to God, as soon as I pulled up to the curb, I opened my truck door and I was like, oh, dude, it's fresh. Like it's still
Smells
there.
so bad, bro.
And doing the work there for the next like 4 hours, I was like, that's all I smelled. And the moment I went home, I was like, I'll pass. Nope.
Nah, bro, it
I went
smelled
to
on your
I went to sleep, and I was still getting that hint, and I'm like,
I was only there for like 45 minutes doing the inspection and the sale, and it smelled terrible, and you get used to the smell. And then I drove home, and then I got home, and y'all is just like, damn, you smell. You take your clothes off, like take a shower, like. And I had to roll down my windows on my truck because my truck smelled like skunk. I was like, nah, bro, I'm good off that. But yeah, man. I mean, there's never a dull moment in the crawl space, right?
No.
There's it's either always too tight. There's live animals under there. Insulation's just loaded with rat shit, right? And so it's like, it comes with the territory.
Yeah, and you also get different surfaces of the crawl space. So some might be a little bit sandy, easier to kind of crawl around. You could be on your back, on your belly, on your side. And then some tend to be a little bit more rocky. That's because like bits and pieces of concrete over time kind of break apart, or
just where they're built.
Big boulders under.
Suck,
and so
dude.
if you're trying to do some work, there is never really a comfortable position. Doesn't matter if you're on your stomach, on your back, or on your side, given if you have the space to be on your side. But yeah, just never a dull moment. But we still have fun. We still get the job done.
It's all about who you work with, dude.
Exactly.
Like, we enjoy work. I like working with you. I like working with Angel, Tony, and Zach. The whole crew's, it's
we're
cool
good.
To work with you guys.
We're good bunch of guys that just have fun while working.
We vibe together.
Exactly.
It's all good. Well, dude, I appreciate the hell out of you. Thanks for giving us the episode 2 of Pest Control Chronicles. Stay tuned for episode 3.
There's plenty more.